Chris, speak on it.
Y'all ever been in a line and you just really be annoyed at the fact that this line ain't moving quick enough? So you be like me, looking all over, and y'all know I'm 6'2", so I'm trying to figure out what's the shortest line. I'm looking, honey, over everybody and everything, trying to figure out how I can get out of this store quicker. A lot of times when we get into situations and we are so impatient, patience is one of those things that seem to never have its perfect work in us, especially us of a younger generation. We be ready for stuff to pop. Like, what's taking it so long? I ain't got time to sit over this stove like Big Mom and them do. I don't have time for this. How long we got? All right. Y'all know this new situation with air fryers. We ain't got time for all that. We just trying to get the taste, make it pop. Let's go. And a lot of times we get out of line way too quick, right? You be in line and then be like, you know what? Let me just go over here because it look like she popping off because I don't know what this lady got going on over here. I'm trying to see if self-checkout gonna get me quicker. So you roll over there, but you don't understand. As soon as you get the self-checkout, you know, AKA self-will, now this one person got an issue with what the price was supposed to be versus what it's ringing up to be. Now somebody got to call for assistance and get them to go check. Let me go check this price. Now, dog, I done stepped out of line when I was going to be next in line. Now I'm watching somebody who was behind me get before me. Now I'm two types of pissed off. What y'all got going on in this store? I'm mad at all y'all. What's going on today? No, a lot of the times we ought to stay put. We ought to stay put. But because we don't deal with our vices, it seems like that no matter how many virtues we have, the vices always get the best of us. That's why it's a season for us to deal with those things that we're dealing with, whether it's pride, whether it's impatience, jealousy, whatever the thing that's in your life that you're dealing with that causes you to switch sides. Because ultimately we switch sides on God. It'd be that one more day that we should have waited, that we should have continued in his will. It'd be that one more year, just one more year. Sometimes with a job, you be like, I ain't got time for all of this. Because see, y'all playing with who I am and I ain't got time for all this. And you get and you go switch jobs because it seemingly is a higher pay. But you don't understand that the other things that were going to come with that position that you switch sides for. We don't really know until we get in that line what that line is all about. And it's so sad nowadays. Everybody is on some manifest this and manifest that. When in all actuality, you are conjuring up a will that is outside of God's divine will for your life. So again, the splendor looks golden, as I've told you in previous videos. But when you get to that, you realize the grass was greener where you were. You didn't understand that people are here I manifested this in 3 days, and I manifested my husband, and I manifested my house, my car. And at the end of the day, how many curses did you manifest? Because people tend to tell you the good stuff that came from the situation. But what about that bad stuff? What about the fact that you manifested a house that you can't sleep in because you haunted about it, huh? What about the man that you manifested, but at the end of the day, y'all can't see eye to eye because you was never made from him. You weren't supposed to be with him. Sometimes what folks don't understand is that when we are out here and we're doing it our way and we switch sides, we go to another side that seems a little bit easier than what we're dealing with. I think I can get through that route a little bit quicker as I gauge and I size this up. Yeah, I'm going to get through that because I can get past that quicker. Some men out here, you literally switch sides upon the woman who you were meant to be with. And you go ahead and get with other people, but you don't understand. You got all the way off course. You looked at that woman as the enemy when she was your greatest help. She was supposed to be your greatest help. No, you looked at her as the enemy, but God sent her in your life to challenge you. Okay, like no one had ever challenged you. And because you back down from the challenge, you switch sides and don't understand you will never amount to the man that you were meant to be on today. All because you don't like to be challenged. You don't like to quote unquote be told what to do. Some women as well. No, you can't take direction. You don't want to be submissive in whatever capacity. Whether it's in business, whether it's with your marriage, whether it's with a friend, you don't want to submit to nothing. And now look at the stuff you have to submit to. You have to submit to your own will, which is a life of destruction. And for us out here, what we don't understand is that this race is not given to the swift or faint at heart, but for those who can endure to the end. This is an endurance process. People, we all want something that is quick. But I remember someone preaching this message and it's like, do you want growth that's slow growth or no growth. Sometimes the things that are worth having, it takes a little bit longer to get to. But you've been pruning it. You've been watering it. And all along it's been breeding something inside of you. You didn't miss a step. You didn't miss a process. We want to be catapulted into some stuff, but now we don't know how to maintain when we get there. So don't switch out in the line. Don't allow your vices, whatever your vice may be, to get you out of a situation that your own virtues couldn't even carry you through. Love you much. Mwah.